Xin chào các bạn, rất nhiều bạn du học sinh Việt Nam là muốn du học Mỹ tại một cái trường mà uy tín, chất lượng. Nhưng mà nhiều bạn vẫn còn băn khoăn là không biết nên chọn trường nào là tốt cho việc học của mình. Thì hôm nay Tân Đạo Dương xin mời các bạn cùng mà lắng nghe một đại diện của trường California State University at SP đi tìm hiểu thêm là đây là một cái trường như thế nào nhé. Hello, Mr. John. Would you introduce us something about California State University at SP?
Yeah. Well, our university is one of the 23 campuses in the California State University system. So that's a government university paid mostly by the taxpayers in California. And of course, when you're an international student, you have to pay a little bit more than the local students, but we think it's not a bad price, really. We have 100 different majors. Our campus has 15,000 students, which is not too big when you think of the many campuses we have that are 50, 60, 80,000 students. Of those 15,000, about 1,200 are international. So we have students from all over the world, as well as, of course, local students, mostly from California. And I would say that business studies, many different kinds of business studies, accounting, marketing, etc., that's our most popular subject area. Computer science is also popular, and I think mostly because of our location. We're in Northern California, in part of the Bay Area, which, as you probably know, is where Silicon Valley is, and there are a lot of big companies there who have expanded and become very successful. So naturally enough, the business professors know about those companies, and the computer science professors know about them in particular. But there are other majors too. Nursing is a big one. Engineering, industrial engineering is a big one.
Yes. So could you tell me how about the requirement of your university?
To get in, what's required is that you have a B average, which I think in Vietnam would work out about 60 on your system. So the last 3 years of high school have to average a 60, which is not such a difficult thing to get. Maybe the English requirement is more difficult for some of the students. You have to get a 6 on the IELTS and a 61 on the TOEFL. We do not require an SAT. That's for undergrad. For graduate, it's a bit higher and it's a little bit specialized.
If our student don't have the TOEFL, can our student study in your school?
Yes. In fact, we encourage that. We think it's a really good idea to come and take 3 months, 6 months of English study just to, as we say, you will get your feet wet if you study 6 months in the English program. You get experience of how to be in America, how to talk to people, etc. So that's a very valuable thing. And then in that 6 months, you can probably reach the IELTS or the TOEFL you need.
Yes. So how about the tuition fee in your school?
Tuition is $15,000 for 1 year. So for the 4 years would be $60,000 for undergrads. And living expenses is about the same.
Yes. So the tuition for every subject of undergraduate program?
It's all the same.
Oh, okay. So how about the housing for students?
Well, we recommend that you start with the on-campus housing. Just because then you don't have to buy furniture or cooking supplies. You just move into the dormitory. Each dormitory apartment has 8 women or 8 men, and you share a room, you get to know people. It's a nice place to start. But after that, you're going to get bored with the food on campus for sure. You're going to want to cook for yourself, and we have many very nice apartments all around the campus. The campus takes about 10 minutes to walk across, so if you can get an apartment just next to the campus, it's pretty good for getting to class. The rents are, of course, a little bit expensive because it's California, but you can share and keep your housing costs down to about $600 a month, something like that.
Yes. So how about a homestay for students?
We do have homestay too, but because of transportation difficulties in suburban California, where the buses don't run so much, I would not recommend that so much as living in the dormitory. But it is possible. If particularly people ask for it, we could organize it.
So how about the dormitory? What your dormitory provides to students? I would like to say about the facility in the dormitory.
Well, you have in your apartment, it's everything. It's not really a dormitory like a big lot of beds in rows. No, it's like an apartment with 4 bedrooms, and each bedroom has 2 men or 2 women. The apartment is all men or all women. There is a microwave, a fridge, 2 bathrooms with showers, furniture, etc. Yeah, that's what you have inside, and then outside you have a gym facility very close. You have the cafeteria where you can eat. There's a buffet style. Yeah, that's about it for the. And of course, you have all the facilities close to hand on campus.
Please tell me some prize or awards that your school have.
Well, yes, particularly the business school awards for the top students. You get all kinds of little help. You can get some help with your cost of your books, and there are also a few scholarships available. Not too many, though. Sorry to say.
So about the scholarship, is it so high for a student to go?
No, we don't have many scholarships. There are some, as I say, small ones, but you know, the cost of the university is relatively low compared with other schools. So you have a choice. You can pay $30,000 a year and get a scholarship for $10,000, and then you pay $20,000, or you can come to us and pay $15,000.
Yes. So how about the extra activity for students in your school?
Oh, there's more than 80 clubs, all kinds of things. There's a Vietnamese student club. But you may get tired if you come from Vietnam, because maybe the local Vietnamese students want you to teach them Vietnamese. But they do activities together. You have music, you have some dancing groups, you have lots of sports.
So the last question I would like to ask you, what do you feel proud of your school?
Actually, I feel proud of the whole system, including our school. California was a pioneer in the 1950s, 50 years ago now, with 4-year education at a reasonable price for the local population and the international. And I think they have succeeded. The quality is good, we're very well accredited, and the professors are excellent, and the students get good service because the classes are small. The teachers have office hours every week. You have any problems, you can go see them. Yeah, I'm proud of that.
So thank you so much for your sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
Cảm ơn các bạn đã lắng nghe, theo dõi chương trình, và mong rằng qua cuộc trao đổi như thế này thì các bạn đã biết thêm về trường. Và nếu như các bạn muốn thêm thông tin chi tiết về trường California State University SSP thì hãy vui lòng liên hệ với công ty Tân Đại Dương để biết thêm chi tiết nhé.